This is your host Omar Gavaras. I'm bringing another video about the NFL. Week 7. Last night, the Seattle Seahawks played the San Francisco 49ers. And I saw everybody contemplating the Seahawks. But to be real, the 49ers are not going anywhere. So they were an average team on offense. And I'm concerned about Seattle. I'm concerned because if they are going to contend for the NFC West, they're in big trouble. It's a two-team race between Arizona and Seattle. Just to give you an example, Arizona is 4-2, Seattle is 3-4. On offense, 203. The Cardinals, I mean, and 154 the Seattle Seahawks. On defense, 115 Cardinals and 128. The difference is net points, 88 Cardinals, 26 Seattle Seahawks. Right now, Russell Wilson is the most sacked quarterback in the league. If the San Francisco 49ers sack Wilson 4 times, how do you want to win the division if you're allowing a lot of sacks? The trade of Hunger to the Saints is hurting the offensive line of the Seahawks, even though they got Jimmy Graham, but it doesn't compensate that loss. Hunger is a top 3, top 4 center in the league, so they're compensating, and they are allowing a lot of sacks on Russell Wilson. On Sunday, we're seeing the Buffalo Bills against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm concerned about Buffalo. Buffalo's started strong, 3-0, but they dropped their last 3 games. So I'm going to pick Jacksonville because Watkins is not playing. Tyler's not playing their quarterback. I think EJ Manuel's going to play. So those 2 key offensive players. And Percy Harvin, I think, is out. So I'm going with Jacksonville on this one. Not by much, but of those key losses, I don't think Buffalo can win. In Minnesota, Detroit. I'm taking Minnesota. I'm taking Minnesota over Detroit, even though they're playing Detroit. Overall, they are the better team. And Detroit barely won. I don't know how they did it. If you allow less than, I think it was 30 seconds or less on defense, you take the lead and you have like 15 or 20 seconds to end the game, and you allow the opponent a field goal to tie it, you don't deserve to win. Be happy, Detroit. You got your first win. You're not going anywhere, so I picked the Vikings. New Orleans and Indy. If Jesus, if Andrew White Jesus Luck plays, I think the Colts would win. If he doesn't, it's gonna be a close game. I'm taking the Saints. I'm taking the Saints over the Colts. They're playing at home, the Colts, but I'm taking the Saints. Pittsburgh against Kansas City. I have to go with the team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are playing great. That this kid Jones played last week, 3rd stringer, and a lot of critics being Steeler fans, like, show, I wouldn't say hate, but they put a lot of buts. Yeah, he played well, but posted, you know what? They got the win. Give the kid credit. He went after Patrick Peterson.
Goal here from the 8.
Landry Jones is a draft pick, people.
Antonio Brown caught like 3 for almost, I think, over 30 yards. He played good to win. Didn't mess up or nothing like that. So give the kid credit, and I'm going to take the Steelers. The other reason is Charles James. Jamal Charles. Damn name. Torn MCL. New York Jets against New England. I'm going to pick the Jets. I don't like the New England Patriots. Fuck them. Houston against Miami. I'm gonna take Miami Dolphins over the Houston Texans. I don't believe in Hoyer. I'm gonna pick Dolphins. Not by much. Only because they're playing at home. Cleveland against St. Louis Rams. I'm gonna pick the Rams. Cleveland suck. Hayden, the best corner, has legal problems, so that's a big disappointment. I'm gonna pick the Rams. They have a better coach in Jeff Fisher, so I'm gonna pick the Rams. Atlanta against Tennessee. I'm going against the Falcons. I'm gonna pick the Falcons. It says on NFL.com that Mariota is out, so Falcons. Tampa Bay against Washington. I'm going to pick Washington over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Offensively, Redskins are playing better than the Bucs. Enough said. Oakland against San Diego Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers because Philip Rivers, even though in a key loss against the Green Bay Packers, he played like a beast.
That was a 12-play, 62-yard drive that registered no points. Later on, they're down 2 scores. Rivers to Keenan Allen. Next drive, Philly Rib, who only threw it 65 times to Malcolm Floyd in front of Clinton Diggs.
He went 45 out of 60 passes, something like that. Over 500 yards to a good Green Bay defense. Man, Philip Rivers, amazing quarterback. So I'm going to take the Chargers. Dallas Cowboys against the G-Man.
Cowboys. Fuck 'em.
You know what? I don't like the Cowboys. So I'm going to take the New York Giants. I don't care. To be honest, I don't care. Philadelphia against Carolina. The Sunday night game. Sorry, EDP. I'm a big fan of your channel, but I'm picking the Panthers. I'm picking the Panthers because nobody thought that the Panthers, almost mid-season, they would have been leading the division for starters and being 5-0. And if I've seen the stats, they are only 2 teams. The best defense against points, on points allowed, if you want to say it like that, are the Vikings, 83. Panthers, 94. Everybody else is over 100. And the Eagles are 110. On offense, they're even. But the key player is Cam Newton. He's a better quarterback than any quarterback the Eagles have. Even though the Eagles have the best running back core, the Panthers have the best quarterback. So I'm picking the Panthers on this one. And on the Monday night game, Baltimore against Arizona. Baltimore is in big trouble. I don't see the Ravens winning 8 games. They're struggling badly. 1-5. And that's it. 1-5. And I thought the Chargers were bad. The teams that surprised me: Baltimore Ravens. I mean, with a losing record, okay? Baltimore Ravens 1-5. Kansas City Chiefs 1-5. I don't care about the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're 1-5. That's it. Oh, and the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions 1-5. San Francisco 49ers are 2-5, but I can understand that when you dismantle one team from one season to the next, you're gonna get those results. Owner, GM, staff have to take it serious, because this is not Detroit, Atlanta, Eagles franchise. They were a dynasty, and they have a lot of Hall of Famers. Eddie DeBartolo, he's not the owner right now, but he took care of his team for more than 20 years. So his nephew, Mr. George, pay attention to the Niners, because this one-time glory franchise is struggling right now, big time, and you have to do a lot of changes. It's not gonna be on the coach. It's not gonna be on Colin Kaepernick. It's on the decisions that you're gonna take on the draft. So, GM, head is on the hot seat, and you better take notice. So, in closing, guys, those were my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Let me know. And as always, be humble and be blessed. This was your host, Omar Guevaras. Saludos totales, and I'll see you until the next video. Bye.